Every human being has within them an incredible power that is often overlooked. And that power is the power of personal responsibility. It is the realization that your life, with all its triumphs and setbacks, is a direct result of the choices you make, the decisions you take, and the actions you perform. Far too many people spend their lives blaming circumstances, the world, or other people for their current state. They look outward, searching for someone else to fix their problem, to hand them success, or to create opportunities on their behalf. Yet, the truth is that nothing in life is given permanently, nothing can be relied upon externally, and the only real control lies within. The moment you step into the realm of personal responsibility, you understand that your future is no longer a matter of chance or luck. It becomes a matter of conscious creation. Every thought you nurture, every choice you make, and every action you take either builds the life you desire or maintains the life you endure. It is a profound realization, one that liberates yet challenges at the same time, because it removes the comfort of excuses and replaces it with the undeniable truth that you are the creator of your destiny. Accepting personal responsibility means no longer giving away your power. It means recognizing that while you cannot control everything that happens in the world, you can control how you respond to it. When life presents difficulties, obstacles, or unexpected changes, it is not the situation itself that determines your success or failure. It is how you choose to react. Every successful person in history, every individual who has achieved greatness, has understood this principle. They did not wait for perfect circumstances or for someone else to provide the ideal opportunity. They took charge of their lives, took ownership of their decisions, and refused to let blame, fear, or self-pity dictate the course of their future. When you truly grasp this concept, you begin to see that every outcome in your life is a reflection of your internal choices. The people you surround yourself with, the work you pursue, the thoughts you entertain, and even the habits you form are all a direct result of your willingness to accept responsibility for them. The power of personal responsibility also reshapes the way you perceive failure. Most people are terrified of failure because they see it as a verdict on their abilities or a permanent mark against them. Yet, when you embrace responsibility, failure is no longer something to fear. It becomes feedback, a guidepost, a teacher that reveals what needs adjustment, what needs refinement, and what needs a new approach. You stop blaming external factors for your setbacks and instead ask yourself what you can do differently, how you can grow, and what lessons you can extract from every experience. Responsibility turns challenges into opportunities, mistakes into lessons, and obstacles into stepping stones towards success. It gives you the courage to take risks, to step outside of comfort zones, and to take deliberate action, knowing that your future is in your hands and that you alone are capable of shaping it. Embracing personal responsibility also means understanding that no one else owes you your dreams. The world is neutral. It does not conspire to help or to hinder you. Success does not arrive simply because you want it, nor does it knock on your door uninvited. It is earned, cultivated, and consciously pursued by those who are willing to accept responsibility for their own growth and outcomes. When you adopt this mindset, excuses lose their appeal, procrastination loses its grip, and self-doubt diminishes. You recognize that you are not a victim of circumstances, you are a master of your choices, a captain navigating the course of your life with intention and purpose. Every decision, from the way you spend your time to the people you allow into your inner circle, carries weight. Every action has consequences. And when you fully embrace responsibility, you begin to live in alignment with the understanding that every small, intentional step contributes to the larger masterpiece of your life. Taking responsibility also requires courage because it forces you to face yourself honestly. You can no longer hide behind excuses, rationalizations, or the comfort of blaming others. You must confront your own patterns, habits, and limitations, not as a punishment, but as an invitation to growth. It is in this process that true empowerment arises. When you stop relying on external factors and start depending on yourself, you awaken a sense of freedom unlike anything else. You realize that no matter the circumstances, you have the power to change, the power to act, and the power to determine the quality of your life. Every choice becomes a building block And every action becomes an investment in the future you are deliberately creating. The mind is the most powerful tool you will ever possess, yet most people underestimate its potential. Every achievement, every creation, every breakthrough in human history has begun as a thought. What you hold in your mind with clarity, focus, and emotion has the ability to materialize in your life. It is the unseen blueprint for everything that exists in the physical world. The moment you understand that your mind is not merely a passive organ that reacts to circumstances, but an active, creative force capable of shaping reality, you begin to see life in a completely different light. The thoughts you entertain are not neutral. They carry energy and direction. They either propel you forward toward your desires or keep you trapped in the cycle of limitation. When you consciously use your mind as a tool of creation, you align yourself with the natural law of success. For the universe responds to the clarity, intensity, and persistence of your thoughts. Most people drift through life allowing their thoughts to be dictated by others, by fear, by doubt, and by external circumstances. They react to situations. They dwell on problems. And they allow the noise of the world to drown out their own inner voice. Yet the individuals who accomplish extraordinary results understand that mastery over their mind is the foundation of mastery over life itself. You must learn to take control of your thinking, to become aware of the patterns that shape your reality, and to deliberately choose the thoughts that serve your vision. Your mind is like fertile soil, and every thought planted will grow, whether positive or negative. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, or limitation, those seeds will grow into obstacles and challenges that hinder your progress. If you plant seeds of possibility, confidence, and purpose, you will begin to cultivate the life you imagine. The choice is always yours. And the sooner you recognize this, the faster you can harness the creative power within. Visualization is one of the most powerful ways to activate the mind as a creative tool. When you see a clear picture of what you want in your mind, when you feel the emotions associated with achieving it, you are sending a message to your subconscious that this is real and possible. The mind does not know the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. It begins to work tirelessly to align your beliefs, decisions, and actions with the reality you are imagining. Every successful individual uses this principle, whether consciously or unconsciously, because the mind is wired to turn thoughts into experiences. By cultivating a practice of intentional thought, focus, and mental rehearsal, you set the stage for your dreams to move from imagination into tangible reality. Belief plays a critical role in this process because the mind acts only on what it accepts as true. You can think about a possibility, but if you do not truly believe it can happen, your thoughts will be weak, inconsistent, and ineffective. The mind requires conviction. It requires that your thoughts are backed by faith, determination, and a willingness to act. When you combine clear vision with strong belief, your mind becomes unstoppable. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles, solutions where others see problems, and possibilities where others see limitation. This is why the greatest achievements in history are always preceded by a period of intense mental focus. The individuals who achieve greatness first see it in their mind before it exists in the physical world. They nurture it, protect it, and refuse to allow negative thoughts to derail the process. The mind is also responsible for shaping habits, which in turn shape destiny. Thoughts repeated consistently become beliefs, and beliefs influence actions. Actions repeated over time become habits, and habits ultimately determine the quality of your life. If you want to build a successful future, you must recognize that every small thought contributes to this larger pattern. By intentionally directing your thinking toward your goals, by focusing on possibilities rather than limitations, by training your mind to work in alignment with your purpose, you create the foundation for extraordinary results. The creative mind is not passive. It requires daily attention, discipline, and practice. You must consciously guard it against negativity, self-doubt, and distraction. You must feed it with ideas, knowledge, inspiration, and belief in your own potential. When you do, the mind begins to operate like a magnet, attracting circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with your vision. It becomes a tool of manifestation, a bridge between imagination and reality, and a source of unlimited potential. You begin to see that the only limitations that exist are those imposed by your own thinking. And the only way to expand your reality is to expand the capacity of your mind through deliberate, consistent, and focused thought Action is the bridge between dreams and reality, the powerful force that transforms thought into tangible results, and the element that separates those who achieve greatness from those who merely hope for it. Too many people spend their lives dreaming, planning, and imagining. Yet they fail to take the steps required to bring those visions to life. Ideas alone have no power unless they are paired with consistent, purposeful action. Every success story, no matter how remarkable, is built upon a foundation of disciplined action, repeated consistently over time. The human mind is creative, but without the follow-through of action, thoughts remain trapped in imagination. Action is the language through which the universe understands your intentions. And those who master this principle understand that it is not the size of a single step, but the persistence and constancy of their steps that determine ultimate success. Consistency is what turns ordinary efforts into extraordinary outcomes. Taking action sporadically or waiting for perfect conditions is a trap that keeps dreams perpetually out of reach. The world does not reward intention alone, it rewards results. And results are the product of a series of actions taken with purpose, repeated day after day, regardless of mood, motivation, or external circumstances. It is easy to feel inspired and motivated when everything is going smoothly. But true growth occurs when you take action even when the path is unclear, when obstacles arise, and when excuses tempt you to delay. This discipline of consistent action is what creates momentum. Momentum is a powerful force because it compounds effort over time. Each step, each small victory, and each decision to act, even in the face of doubt, builds upon the previous one, creating an unstoppable drive toward your goals. Most people underestimate the power of small, repeated actions. They believe that only massive, dramatic efforts yield significant results, yet this is a misconception. Consistency transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. A small, deliberate action taken every day may seem insignificant at first, but over weeks, months, and years, it compounds into results that surpass the imagination. This principle applies to every aspect of life, from building wealth to mastering a skill, from developing relationships to improving health. The key is not sporadic bursts of effort, but a daily commitment to moving in the direction of your dreams. Those who embrace this mindset develop a resilience that allows them to continue regardless of setbacks, disappointments, or temporary failures. They understand that the only real failure is the failure to act, and that every step, no matter how small, is progress. Taking consistent action requires clarity of purpose. It is not enough to act blindly or without direction. Your actions must align with your goals and values, guided by a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Without this clarity, effort becomes wasted energy, scattered and ineffective. But when you combine purpose with consistent effort, each action becomes intentional, each decision carries weight, and every effort contributes directly to the future you are building. Consistent action also strengthens confidence and belief. Each small success reinforces the understanding that you are capable, that your efforts matter, and that the life you desire is within reach. This feedback loop creates momentum, propelling you forward with increasing speed and power until your vision begins to materialize in ways that may surpass even your own expectations. The habit of consistent action also builds character, perseverance, and resilience. It teaches patience and the understanding that success is rarely instantaneous. Those who achieve greatness understand that meaningful results take time, require continuous effort, even when progress seems slow or invisible. By embracing action as a daily habit, you cultivate discipline, focus, and unwavering commitment to your vision. Every day becomes an opportunity to move closer to your goals, to refine your approach, and to strengthen the muscle of persistence that separates those who succeed from those who quit. Consistency requires courage because it often means acting despite fear, uncertainty, or discomfort. Many people wait for conditions to be perfect, for the stars to align, or for inspiration to strike, but these moments are rare. Life rewards those who take initiative, who act with determination even when conditions are less than ideal, and who commit to persistent effort without relying on external validation. Action generates clarity, momentum, and results, and it trains the mind to believe in its own capability. Every choice to move forward reinforces the principle that you are in control, that your future is shaped by your deeds, and that persistent action is the engine that drives the manifestation of your dreams. Belief is the invisible force that shapes reality, the engine that drives human achievement, and the lens through which we perceive the possibilities in our lives. Without belief, the mind remains limited, imagination remains stagnant, and potential remains unrealized. Every great accomplishment in history began with someone believing that it could be done, that what seemed impossible could, in fact, become possible. Belief is not wishful thinking. It is a deep, unwavering conviction that your desires are attainable and that your efforts will produce results. It is the foundation upon which all action, creativity, and perseverance are built. The human mind has a natural tendency to limit what is possible based on past experiences, fear, or societal conditioning. Most people unconsciously adopt beliefs that restrict their potential, telling themselves that success is for others, that they are not capable, or that circumstances are against them. Yet the moment you understand the transformative power of belief, you see that the limitations are only illusions, and the real barrier is the story you choose to accept as truth. Belief shapes perception. What you truly believe dictates how you interpret the world, the opportunities you notice, and the risks you are willing to take. If you believe that challenges are insurmountable, every obstacle becomes a mountain too high to climb. If you believe that success is within reach, every challenge becomes a lesson, and every setback becomes temporary. Belief determines the energy, passion, and persistence you bring to your efforts. When belief is strong, it fuels action, it sustains motivation, and it cultivates resilience. When belief is weak, it breeds doubt, hesitation, and surrender. Therefore, to achieve extraordinary results, cultivating unwavering belief in your ability and in the possibility of your goals is essential. Belief also serves as a magnet, drawing circumstances, people, and opportunities into alignment with what you accept as possible. The universe responds to the energy you project, and the stronger your belief, the more clarity you create in your mind and the more momentum you generate in your life. Every time you reinforce a belief with positive action, you strengthen it, creating a self-reinforcing cycle that expands your capabilities. Those who achieve greatness are not necessarily more talented or more fortunate than others. They are those who believe that their vision can be realized and who refuse to let doubt, criticism, or fear alter that conviction. Belief empowers you to take risks, to step beyond comfort zones, and to embrace challenges with the confidence that you can overcome them. Belief transforms the way you handle failure. When you truly believe in possibility, setbacks are not permanent judgments on your worth or capability. They are signals, feedback, and stepping stones that guide you to refine your approach and continue moving forward. Without belief, failure can become paralyzing, reinforcing fear, discouragement. With belief, failure becomes temporary, and every obstacle encountered strengthens your commitment to your vision. It teaches you that the only true limits are those you impose on yourself, and that expanding belief expands potential. The human mind can achieve what it can accept as real. By nurturing belief in yourself and your goals, you unlock a vast reservoir of creativity, determination, and perseverance that propels you toward your desired outcomes. Belief also influences the decisions you make and the actions you take. People act in accordance with what they believe is possible. A person who believes in their own potential will seize opportunity, invest time and energy in growth, and persist through difficulties. Conversely, someone who doubts themselves or the feasibility of their goals will hesitate, procrastinate, and settle for less than they are capable of achieving. By consciously cultivating belief, you set in motion a chain of decisions and actions that align with your desired future. Every choice, every step, and every effort is guided by the conviction that success is attainable. Belief creates certainty where uncertainty once existed, allowing you to act with clarity, purpose, and determination. The role of belief in possibility is also deeply connected to imagination. What you can imagine, you can achieve, but only if you believe that your imagination has the power to become real. Many people dream of incredible outcomes, but without belief, those dreams remain fantasies. Belief transforms imagination into intention, and intention, when combined with action, produces results. Belief allows you to break free from limitations imposed by past experiences, societal expectations, or fear of failure, opening the door to a future defined not by what is, but by what could be. When you cultivate strong, unwavering belief in your ability, you are no longer bound by doubt or hesitation. Instead, you move forward with confidence, focus, an unshakable commitment to creating the life you envision. Challenges are not obstacles meant to stop you. They are opportunities meant to teach you, to strengthen you, and to prepare you for the level of success you are capable of achieving. Life does not hand out success without resistance, and every person who has reached extraordinary heights has faced moments of struggle, doubt, and difficulty. Challenges test your resolve, stretch your capabilities, and force you to grow beyond the limitations you once accepted as permanent. Those who succeed understand that challenges are not punishments, setbacks, or signs of failure. They are signals, lessons, and stepping stones that indicate you are moving in the direction of growth and transformation. The human experience is designed in such a way that the greatest personal development often comes through facing adversity, confronting fear, and embracing discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Every challenge carries within it a hidden opportunity. When faced with a problem, most people panic, complain, or retreat. They see only the difficulty and forget that every difficulty contains the seed of a solution. Every obstacle contains the lesson that strengthens character. And every setback contains the knowledge needed to succeed next time. Challenges are mirrors reflecting back to you what is working, what is limiting, and where adjustment is necessary. They reveal patterns of thought, behavior, and decision-making that need refinement, and they push you to innovate, adapt, and evolve. The individuals who thrive are those who understand this principle intuitively. Challenges are not walls to stop them, but doors that lead to growth, wisdom, and greater capability. The power of learning from challenges lies in perspective. How you perceive a difficulty determines how it affects you. You can view a challenge as a disaster, a reason to quit, or proof that you are incapable, and in doing so, it will dominate your life. Or you can view the same challenge as a lesson, an opportunity, and a stepping stone toward your goals, and it will propel you forward. This shift in perception is a fundamental skill of high achievers. They embrace challenges as part of the process, knowing that life is not meant to be free of difficulty, but to be filled with growth through experience. Every setback, disappointment, and trial becomes a chance to learn something about yourself, to refine your approach, and to increase your resilience. Challenges also develop strength of character. When you face difficulties and persist, you build mental toughness, patience, and perseverance. These qualities cannot be acquired through ease or comfort. They can only be developed through experience, through struggle, and through confronting situations that test your limits. Each challenge strengthens your ability to navigate future difficulties with confidence and grace. It teaches you that you are capable of far more than you initially believed, and instills a sense of self-trust that becomes a foundation for success. The more you face and overcome, the more you expand the boundaries of what you consider possible. Failure is a subset of challenges, and it is perhaps the most misunderstood teacher in life. Most people fear failure, seeing it as proof of inadequacy or as a permanent barrier. Yet failure is the most effective teacher you can encounter because it provides immediate feedback, exposes weaknesses, and offers guidance for improvement. Those who embrace failure as part of the learning process accelerate their growth, while those who fear it remain stuck. Each failure contains invaluable lessons if you are willing to analyze, reflect, and adjust. When you face challenges with this mindset, failure ceases to be an enemy and becomes a mentor, guiding you toward refined strategies, better decisions, and ultimately success. Challenges demand creativity, problem solving, and resourcefulness. They force you to think in new ways, to explore possibilities you might have overlooked, and to approach life with innovation rather than repetition. The pressure of difficulty often brings out potential and capability that comfort never can. Those who learn to navigate challenges develop a confidence that cannot be shaken, a belief in their ability to handle adversity, and a skill set that allows them to overcome any obstacle in the future. Every challenge is an opportunity to practice resilience, to sharpen your skills, and to strengthen your commitment to your vision. It is through challenges that you discover your own power, your capacity to adapt, and your ability to transform setbacks into breakthroughs. Vision is the compass of the soul, the guiding light that directs your thoughts, decisions, and actions toward the future you desire. Without a clear vision, life becomes a series of random events, and your energy is dispersed in directions that do not serve your highest potential. Clarity is the foundation upon which all success is built, because it transforms vague desire into concrete objectives. and allows the mind to focus with precision on what truly matters. When you have a vivid, detailed vision of what you want to achieve, it becomes the lens through which every decision is made, the measure against which every opportunity is evaluated, and the anchor that keeps you steady when challenges arise. Vision and clarity provide direction in a world full of distractions, noise, and uncertainty. And they are what separate those who achieve their dreams from those who drift aimlessly through life. Having a clear vision means knowing exactly what you want and why you want it. It is not enough to desire success in a general sense. You must define it with specificity. What kind of life do you want to create? What experiences, achievements, and relationships are most important to you? When you articulate your vision clearly, it becomes more than a dream, it becomes a goal that your subconscious mind can work toward. The human mind responds to clarity with focus, energy, and creativity. Once you know precisely what you want, your mind begins to align resources, ideas, and strategies that you may not have been aware of before. It starts to scan for solutions rather than problems, to see opportunities rather than obstacles, and to direct your efforts in a concentrated, deliberate manner. Clarity transforms intention into action, and action into results. Without vision, effort is wasted and energy is scattered. Many people work tirelessly, yet achieve little because they lack a clear destination. They expend time, effort, and talent on activities that do not contribute to their ultimate goals. Vision provides the roadmap that ensures every step you take moves you closer to your desired outcome. It allows you to prioritize, to focus on what is important, and to eliminate distractions that do not serve your purpose. When your vision is clear, you no longer react to life aimlessly. Instead, you navigate it with intention, purpose, and a deep sense of direction. It gives meaning to your daily actions, turning even the smallest tasks into steps toward a larger, more fulfilling objective. Clarity of vision also empowers decision-making. Life constantly presents choices, and the quality of your decisions determines the trajectory of your future. When you have a clear vision, you can evaluate each option in light of your ultimate goals. You can ask yourself whether this choice brings you closer to your vision or whether it diverts your energy away from it. This ability to measure every action against a defined goal creates consistency, alignment, and momentum. It prevents you from being swayed by temporary temptations, external pressures, or the distractions of immediate gratification. Instead, you act with purpose, confidence, and a clear understanding of the long-term impact of your decisions. A strong vision also ignites motivation and persistence. When your destination is clearly defined, you have a reason to persevere through challenges, setbacks, and periods of uncertainty. Clarity turns abstract desire into tangible ambition, and ambition fuels the persistence required to overcome obstacles. Those who lack vision often give up at the first sign of difficulty because they do not have a clear picture of what they are striving for. Those with vision, however, see every setback as temporary, every challenge as part of the journey, and every action as a necessary step toward the life they have imagined. Vision sustains energy when enthusiasm wanes and keeps the mind focused when distractions threaten to derail progress. Vision also acts as a magnet for opportunities, people, and resources. When your goals are clear, you unconsciously attract the ideas, connections, and circumstances that align with them. The universe responds to clarity by providing guidance, inspiration, and alignment. People who are clear about what they want communicate it effectively, make strategic choices, and inspire others to support their journey. Clarity allows you to harness the power of intention, focus, and action in a way that multiplies results far beyond what would be possible without it. It is through vision that you convert dreams into plans, plans into action, and action into reality. Every successful individual, regardless of field or background, understands that clarity is not optional, it is essential. The combination of vision and clarity creates a framework for life that is purposeful, directed, and aligned with your highest potential. It provides a foundation for making decisions, taking action, and persevering through adversity. It transforms abstract goals into achievable milestones, allowing the mind to focus on what is necessary to bring them to life. Vision transforms uncertainty into direction, hesitation into action, and dreams into tangible outcomes. When you cultivate a clear vision, you are no longer at the mercy of circumstance or chance. You become the deliberate creator of your own future. Every day, every choice, every action is then guided by the understanding of exactly what you want, how you intend to achieve it. And this clarity becomes the key that unlocks extraordinary results.